Plea bargains happen because of mandatory sentencing guidelines. So, for example, if someone has prior felony convictions, then if they're convicted at trial, they are going to do a lot more time than if they didn't have prior convictions. So, Arizona, we have mandatory sentencing guidelines. For example, if someone has 2 historical prior felony convictions and they get caught for something simple like possession of cocaine or possession of a gun when they're not supposed to have one, they would be looking at a minimum of 6 years. And so even if we had a good defense in that case, it's always a risk to go in front of a jury. And a lot of defendants plea bargain in order to reduce the risk or potential exposure that they will face, in order to cut their losses and make the best out of a situation. I always tell my clients that jurors are scary. They're unpredictable strangers that could decide things for reasons completely different than what the lawyers are advocating for. And so if you as a criminal defendant can take control of your outcome and you are willing to accept responsibility in order to get a lesser sentence, for example, less prison time or probation, a chance at rehabilitation, classes, whatever it may be, in order to make your life better, then I'm pretty much always going to advise you to do that. If we have a really good defense in a case, and you want to take the risk knowing that you may be facing significantly more time, that is always your decision as a criminal defendant, whether to accept a plea offer or to go to trial. Or in cases where maybe we don't have as good a defense, but you don't have a lot on the line, it's not a high-risk situation. For example, in Arizona, DUIs, 0.08 or impaired to the slightest degree, there's typically a plea offer, but that plea offer is to plead guilty as charged. And so I will tell my clients, hey, they're not really offering you anything in exchange for giving up your constitutional right to a trial. So if you want to go to trial, you want to put up a fight, play for the fumble, and exercise your constitutional rights, then let's do it. Because I do believe that if you are going to accept a plea bargain, you should get something in exchange for it. For example, a significant discount off of the amount of time that you might be facing, the chance at probation, etc. And so that's kind of why plea bargains happen and how I advise my clients regarding taking a plea or going to trial.